hobbling into work this morning, I stopped by Quick Trip, and as I was coming out, I slightly turned the wrong way, or maybe it was turned the right way on my leg, and I twisted my knee a little bit, and instead of the agonizing pain I expected, there was a rather satisfying plop sound, and the pain that was there eased up quite a bit. I hope it stays that way. Rain. It's raining. That's worthy of mention here in Arizona. It's Thursday night, and my friend David is over, and that's pretty much the excitement that's happened today.
Yeah, exciting, huh?
And we watched TV, and we watched me on TV talking about me doing these, which is very meta. Very meta. Yesterday, I was basically joking about the rain, or at least when I shot the little dribbly drops on the sidewalk, although we were expecting rain, and it came in a few hours later, and it dumped on us for a while. But today, all night, it rained all night, and it's raining now. If you want to call it rain, it's the finest, tiniest little bits of rain you can imagine. They're so small and light that just the slightest breeze and it picks them up and they swirl around instead of coming straight down. I know there's a term for that. It's not sleet because it's not frozen, but it's something. I don't know what the term is, but whatever it is, it's not annoying. I mean, at the moment, it's okay to walk without a jacket or a raincoat or anything like that. Just a rarity in Arizona. A rainy day. I don't know if you can tell by scale or not from this shot, but just look how fine the water is that's beaded up on the windows. It's so tiny little drops. And this is after half an hour of just sitting here. Okay, so I've tried a little bit of surgery on one of my Macs. I had an old one that I wasn't using anymore, and it actually had the same kind of memory as the one I use for Skype. The one I use for Skype is really memory starved, so I've popped the chips, and I'm going to see if I can't get this one to fire up properly. I'm hoping with 3 gig of memory, which is not enough, but I think with 3 gig of memory I can get compressor to install, and if I can get compressor to install, then I can add one more of these to my render farm when I'm rendering down videos. So let's find out what happens. Well, it's kind of promising. It hasn't died yet. It's still booting, but it is booting. I made the mistake when I came in here to get the memory. I kind of did it on a whim. I've had the memory sitting on the table in the dining room for a couple days, and I thought, oh, that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go in and boot. Ooh, here it comes. And up she goes. Well, anyway, what I was going to say is it was, I had the memory out. So I came in here and reached around back, pulled out the one cable on the back of the computer and carried off, and I got halfway in the other room and I go, oh yeah, it was probably on. Oops. Well, anyway, it doesn't seem to have caused it any problem. Let's see if it works. More than a little annoying. The 3 gig of memory makes the machine much, much faster. It was really hurting under Yosemite. This is, well, several years old, so I mean, it's not a surprise. But now with 3 gig, it's quick, it's responsive. Things like Skype open up quickly, whereas before they would take 3-4 minutes. So, in general, I'm pleased, but the whole point of this exercise was to get let's try that again. It was to get compressor installed on this computer so that I could add it to the render farm. And it still won't install. Motion requires, try again, compressor requires 4 gig of memory to install. well, for that matter, Motion requires 4 gig, and Final Cut Pro also require 4 gig to install. So I'm going to have to go get some memory. I might just pop some cheap memory from Fry's Electronics in there tomorrow if I can get a 2 gig DIMM and see if that works. I think that's the maximum memory configuration on this is 4 gig. I should check that. Anyway, I totally have to get a selfie stick. I deserve a selfie stick. Yes, that's what I need. Anyway, it's Friday night. It's the end of the day. I'm going to close this portion of the week off, and because I'm sure the weekend's going to be exciting. We'll pick up again then.